irreversibility, pressure drop, temperature drop, different phases for the actual vapor compression cycle. Okay. Okay, this is the TS diagram for ideal cycle. For actual cycle, same as the previous what I call chapters, we need to consider irreversibilities in the connecting line and also device, where we need to consider heat transfer process, fluid friction in the piping line or in the tube that cause the pressure drop and also temperature drop. So now for instead of we only have 4 states involved in your TS diagram, so for this case maybe you will have more. For this schematic diagram, you need to consider 1, 2, 3 until 8 states where each individual connecting tube or connecting piping line, you will have 2 different states. Okay, previously only for the same piping line you only have 1 state. For example, state number 1 for the ideal case, state number 1 is the inlet of the compressor, same as the outlet of the evaporator. Okay, but now we need to treat different. We need to use different state for for the inlet of the compressor and also outlet of the evaporator. Okay, as shown in the schematic diagram. So what we have for the same piping line or tubing line, we have 2 different states because we consider the pressure drop and also the temperature drop. So that's why we have 2 states for the same piping line. Okay, as shown in this schematic diagram. Still, we have 4 main components: compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and also the evaporator. Okay, so now the right side TS diagram represent the what I call the actual vapor compression refrigeration cycle, where we already consider the temperature drop, the pressure drop, the phase change, and so on. And also at the compressor, you need to consider the isentropic performance or isentropic efficiency for the compressor, because we only have one compressor. No turbine, but we only have one compressor. So that's why instead of we only use state 2, so now we need to differentiate two different state for the actual and also for the ideal. For the ideal we will use 2S. For the actual we will use 2A for the outlet of the compressor. Okay, now in terms of calculation, if I ask you the formula for W in, what is the formula for W in for the actual vapor compression cycle based on this TS diagram, for the actual TS diagram?
H2A minus H1.
H2A minus H1. How about QH? QH.
2A minus 4?
No. So you need to refer both TS diagram and also the schematic diagram. You need to choose the closest inlet point and also the closest outlet point for individual device. So QH equal to
3 minus 4.
H3 minus H4. Okay. How about for the evaporator? QL.
H5 minus H6.
QL.
7
minus 8.
H8 minus H7.
H8 minus H7. Tengok, inlet, outlet, the closest state for the outlet of evaporator is state number 8. The closest point or the closest state for the inlet of the evaporator is state number 7. So H8 minus H7. Okay, so your formula for the actual one will be based on what I call the formula will be based on your schematic diagram and also your TS diagram in terms of number of state. Okay. Okay. Okay, now if you compare to the ideal one, inlet of the compressor is at saturated vapor, but for the actual one, it can be superheated. Okay, superheated vapor. Okay, state number, the condition at the outlet of the compressor sama juga, superheated. The condition at the outlet of the condenser, for the ideal case, the phase is saturated liquid. However, for the actual one, it can be compressed liquid. Or for this case, we call subcooled liquid. So subcooled liquid actually same as the compressed liquid. Okay, the rest are still the same lah. Saturated mixture for the inlet of the evaporator and also outlet of the expansion valve. So that's are the differences between the characteristic of the ideal vapor compression refrigeration cycle and also the actual one. Okay. Okay, why does this happen? Because during the in the evaporator, we will have superheating process where the refrigerant completely vaporized due to heat gain through the connecting line, and also pressure drop in the evaporator during the fluid friction between the what I call the fluid flow of the fluid and also the wall of the tube or of the piping line. And this will cause higher value of specific volume before entering the compressor. So the compressor we need to provide more W in for the actual one, because the volume at the inlet, the volume of the refrigerant at the inlet of the compressor already increased due to the heat gain and so on. So your W input will be increased. Your power input also will be increased for the actual. Okay. At the compressor, inlet will be superheated vapor instead of saturated vapor. Due to the friction effect, entropy increase. Heat transfer also will affect the entropy increase. Sometimes it depends also in the direction of the heat direction that enter or come out from the compressor. In the condenser, what happens in the condenser? We have pressure drop in the piping line in the condenser, in the connecting line between the compressor and also the condenser, and also the connecting line between the condenser and also the expansion valve. So the outlet of the condenser hard to maintain saturated liquid as in ideal cycle. That's why the condition in terms of phase at the outlet of the condenser will be compressed liquid or subcooled liquid before entering the throttling device or expansion valve. So these are the reason why the phase change and also the formula change if you compare to the actual vapor compression refrigeration cycle and also the ideal one. Okay, so in terms of analysis, as I mentioned before, in order to obtain the actual one, in terms of equation, so you need to analyze by using energy balance equation for individual component, compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and also evaporator. So based on the numbering that we use in the schematic diagram, also TS diagram, we will get new, what I call specific formula for Q in, QL, QH, and also W in. Okay, so for this case, based on this numbering, your QL will be H8 minus H7, your QH H3 minus H4. Okay, so if we have for the same piping line, we have more than one state, so make sure you need to choose the closest inlet and also the closest outlet for the particular device for the refrigerator. W in equal to H2A minus H1 because now we consider the actual one. H2S just for reference to determine probably to determine the H2A later on. Throttling process H5 equal to H6 because numbering at the inlet of expansion valve is 5, outlet H6. Okay. COPR, same equation, but now we have additional parameter for the performance of the compressor where we have isentropic efficiency for the compressor. W in S, which is H2S divided minus H1 divided by W in A, H2A minus H1. Ya tak?
Doktor, macam mana kita nak tahu yang point 3 macam contoh kan, sepatutnya dia keluar pada kompresor tu 2 kan. Betul, yang ni 3 macam mana kita nak tahu yang tu state dia kat situ?
Nanti dia beritahu. So normally, for example, if at the same piping line, we have two states. Normally, the question will give you what I call the information in terms of maybe different temperature or different pressure.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we look at examples. Close your solution. We try to try to solve the problem together by looking at the thermodynamic table for R134A. Okay, try to draw schematic diagram, TS diagram without looking at the solution. Okay. So if you read the question, refrigerant 134A. So which means when the substance or refrigerant type of refrigerant mentioned in the question, so that means you need to refer to particular table in order to solve the problem. So for this case, you need to refer R134A table. Enter the compressor, so the condition at the inlet of a refrigerator as superheated vapor. So the phase of this refrigerant at the inlet of the compressor already mentioned, which is superheated vapor at pressure of 0.14 megapascal, and the temperature also given at -10 degrees Celsius. And mass flow rate 0.06 kilogram per second. So this is the condition at the inlet of the compressor. And lift at 0.8 megapascal and 50 degrees Celsius. So the condition at the outlet of the compressor. The refrigerant is cooled in the condenser to 26 degrees Celsius and 0.72 megapascal. So the temperature and also the pressure at the outlet of the condenser. And it's throttled to 0.15 megapascal. After come out from the expansion valve, the pressure dropped to 0.15 megapascal. So this regarding any heat transfer and also pressure drop in the connecting line between the component. So this statement, when the question mentioned this statement where ignore any heat transfer and also pressure drop in the connecting line between the component, which means for the same piping line, we only have one point or one state. But the value depend on the data given in the question. Okay, so for this case, how many constant pressure line involved? If you want to draw TS diagram.
4.
4? Okay, 4. 0.14 megapascal, 0.8, 0.15, 0.72. Okay. Okay, now let's try to solve together the problem involved. So first draw. Saya share tak ni? Share.
Share.
Betul. Sekejap. Saya dah jumpa dah. Expert sikit. Okay, schematic diagram. Sama juga. 4 main component. Compressor. Condenser. Compressor expansion valve. Saya sengit ni. Kepala dah sengit. Evaporator. Okay, draw the arrow. Okay, now, for example, piping line between evaporator and also compressor. So the question mentioned that no pressure drop, no apa tadi? No heat transfer. So no temperature drop. So which means state number 1 for the same piping line. State number 2 for the same piping line between the compressor and also condenser. State number 3 and also state number 4. Okay. Okay, at the condenser you will have QH. You can use small letter or capital letter. Small letter also okay because the question doesn't mention. Sorry. So you need to use capital letter. Sorry, because the question, I think the question give you the mass flow rate. So you need to consider QH dot. Mass flow rate equal to 0.06 kilogram per second. Isn't it? Betul tak? Betul tak? M dot. 0.06. Okay, so at evaporator you will have QL dot at the compressor W in dot. Okay. Okay, so now state whatever data given in the question. At the inlet of the compressor, the phase is superheated kan?
0.14.
Superheated kan? Superheated vapor in terms of phase. Pressure P1 0.14 megapascal. T1 negative 10 degrees Celsius. Kan? Come out from the compressor, P2 equal to, berapa tadi? 0.8.
0.8 megapascal.
0.8 megapascal. T2 dia?
50.
50
T2
Celsius.
50 degrees Celsius. And then come out from the condenser, P3
0.72.
72 megapascal. Temperature? Ada tak?
Tak ada.
Tak ada, okey, tak ada. Lepas tu apa lagi? After the throttling process, the pressure dropped to
0.15.
0.15 megapascal. Okay. You already complete the schematic diagram. So now draw the TS diagram. TS diagram. Draw the axis.
Doktor, after condenser tu ada temperature.
After the condenser. Okay, apa temperature dia? What is the temperature?
26 degrees Celsius.
Negative?
26. Positif.
Positive. 26 degrees Celsius. Bukan negative
Yes. Bukan.
Okay. Draw saturation line. So because now you need to consider 4 constant pressure line. So you will have 2 constant pressure line at the upper part at the condenser, 2 constant pressure line at the lower part for the evaporator. So you just draw lebih kurang 0.8 megapascal, 0.72 megapascal, lower part at the evaporator. Saya lukis betul-betul lah. Saya lukis ni tak ni sangat. Aduh. 0.15 megapascal, 0.14 megapascal. Make sure higher temperature line location will be upper at the upper side. Lower temperature pressure line will be at the lower part. So 0.8 atas sekali, 0.72, 0.15, 0.14. Okay. Inlet of the compressor, state number 1, at superheated vapor, pressure 0.14. So the point will be on the constant pressure line of 0.14. Okay. Try to find what is the saturated temperature for 0.14 megapascal. Berapa? Sini. Bisa tak? I want to know the saturated temperature for the pressure of 0.14 megapascal.
Negatif 18.8.
Negative 18.8 degrees Celsius kan? Okay, now if you look, the temperature T1 is negative 10 degrees Celsius. So the point will be above negative 18.8 or below negative 18.8?
Above.
So that's why the state is saturated. Superheated. State number 1, superheated. Okay, superheated vapor. Okay, boleh tak cari untuk saturated temperature for 0.15? Berapa? Saya nak tengok. Betul tak saya letak point tu?
Kena buat interpolation lah.
Kena buat interpolation.
Berapa agak-agak berapa? In between.
Between
20.
Dalam 20.
Something 20 something.
Negatif 20 lebih lah.
Negatif 20 lebih.
Negatif 20 bukan bawah negatif 18?
Dia 0.15 ha. Betul lah. Negatif 17 betul. 17 something.
17 something lebih kurang. Plus
okay.
minus So betul lah. So this point number 1 will be above T saturated of 0.15 lah. So kat sini betul lah lebih kurang. Okay, state number 1. Okay, state number 1. Temperature kat sini negative 10 degree Celsius. Okay, state number 2. Kalau you draw isentropic intersect, ni kena lukis panjang sikit lah. Ya. Sabar je. Kamu bukan penat, saya penat. Saya dah pandai dah. Apa tadi? 0.8 megapascal. 0.72 megapascal. Okay. This point, because we draw the what I call the isentropic line, vertical line. This point actually, point apa ni?
2A.
Isentropic line.
2A.
Isentropic line, vertical line. 2S. A kat sini. 2A. Atas sikit. Okay. So data. So suppose P2A, P2S sama 0.8. Okay. Temperature kat sini. Uh, 50 degree Celsius. Okay, apa lagi? State number 3. State number 3 0.72. Berapa T saturated lebih kurang?
Untuk mana? Untuk S
No. 0.72. T saturated.
Lebih kurang ni anggaran lah.
Anggaran
lebih kurang 29.
29.
27, 28 lah.
8 lebih kurang. Okay, so now
28.
state number 3. Dia beritahu tak ada apa fasa, dia tak beritahu kan? So if you compare to T saturated at 0.72, the temperature given 26. So the phase, if you look based on the temperature, state number 3 dia dekat sini. Compressed liquid. State number 3. State number 2. State number 1. Ni compressed liquid. Okay. So this is your cycle. And this is your cycle. Alamak. Tak apalah. This is your cycle. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Boleh tak? Ada lagi tak information? Yang itu saja. Okay. So next. Determine H1, H2A, H2S, H3, H4.
Betul?
Ya.
Kan state 1 tu dia pergi naik dekat 2A. Lepas tu dia turun kepada state 3 tu dekat 0.72
0.72. Ya, 0.72. Titik state 3 dekat constant pressure line of 0.72 megapascal. Okay, so settle cepat sikit. Okay, settle one by one, state number 1, same procedure, tak apa. Yang penting kau faham. Okay, state number 1. Tengok. Look at the data given. State number 1. Phase already given. Set superheated. Superheated vapor. Jangan tengok water. R134A. P1 0.14 megapascal. Ada lagi tak? Temperature
negative 10.
Negative 10 degrees Celsius. So from the table, superheated R134 table, you determine H1
246.36. 46.36.
kilojoule per kg. S1?
0.9606.
0.9606.
Kosong dot tu macam 6.
Ni nombor setan ni, 666. Kosong. Tak jadi. Tak boleh lah. Tak boleh lah. Yelah. Understood. Okay. Any question about state number 1?
Jap.
Ni yang senyap ni okey tidak ni? Saya panggil nama lah.
0.9.
Nampak. Anusha, any question Anusha? Husna, ada ke tidak ni?
Tak ada, doktor.
Fitria, Zafran, Mifzal, tidur ni. Vishnu, Vimal Villain. Ada.
Okay, doktor. Boleh.
Apa yang boleh? Apa yang boleh? Boleh step number 1. Okay, step number 1 settle. Step dia sama. In terms of how to solve the problem, quite similar with ranking cycle. The different, maybe the table that you need to use. And the schematic diagram, TS diagram, that slightly different. Okay, in terms of approaches, same as the ranking cycle. Okay. State number, sikit lagi. Habisnya bila kot. State 2.
Nak cari 2S dulu ke nak cari 2A dulu?
Dia bagi apa lagi?
S1 equal to S2.
Okay. For this case, sekejap. 0.8. 0.8. Okay, for this case, because the problem doesn't give you any value for isentropic efficiency for the compressor. Suppose no need to determine H2S. Direct state number 2A. Because the pressure already given, the temperature already given, and the phase, because at the inlet of the compressor already superheated. Suppose outlet of the compressor due to the high pressure, the phase also superheated. Indirectly you will know. But if you want to check, you need to determine the T saturated at 0.5 megapascal, determine the T saturated temperature at 0.8 megapascal, and compare with the temperature given T2 equal to 50 degrees Celsius. So for sure, if you compare, T2 actually greater than T saturated at 0.8 megapascal. So state 2 for this case refer as 2A equal to, in terms of phase
superheated.
Kalau you nak check, you check lah. Boleh juga step tu. Superheated vapor.
Superheated.
Kan? T set berapa?
31.33.
Okay, saya check sekejap. Saya tulis sekejap. 3.8 megapascal because the question doesn't give you the phase. T2 50 degrees Celsius. T set at 0.8 megapascal equal to
31.33.
Okay. So compare T saturated with temperature given T2 greater than T set.
Superheated.
So confirm lah. So ni you already proved that. Confirm state number 2 is superheated. So phase confirm superheated. Okay, baru you tengok table superheated. Okay.
Direct table.
Direct table. Direct ya?
Direct.
Okay, so H2 for this case sebenarnya tak perlu letaklah H2A. So because we do not need to consider H2S, so no need to put H2A. So H2 here mean H2A. Berapa?
286.69.
286.69.
Ini.
28.9.
9. Okay. State number 2, settle state number 2. State, okay tak? Any question about state number 2?
Tak.
Okay.
3 orang je okey, 4 orang je okey.
Tapi S dia sama juga ke Doktor? Ambil S untuk 0.8 ni juga?
S
dia lain kan? 2A tu.
Again soalan dia apa tadi? H2A?
Bukan, kan kita dah dapat H2 dengan H2A. Kalau untuk S, dia sama ke ataupun berbeza?
Dia tak sama. Dia tak sama. H2A tak sama dengan H2S. But in order to determine H2S, you need to another information which is isentropic efficiency untuk compressor. So kat sini tak ada. You terus cari H2A.
So,
H2 kat sini.
Tak perlu cari S dia lah.
Tak perlu. No need. Tak perlu. Unless dia kata try to calculate isentropic efficiency for the compressor. So you kena cari H2S. If the question asks you the value of isentropic efficiency for the compressor. So you need to determine state 2S because you need to obtain H2S. Okay tak? Faham tak?
Faham.
Okay, so sekarang ni tak payah. Okay. State 3. State 3. Apa?
Compress
liquid.
State 3. State 3 sebenarnya you tak tahu the actual phase. The question doesn't give you the actual phase, so you need to check. Okay, by using DT saturated. Okay, P3 just write down first whatever the pressure temperature given, 0.72 megapascal. 26 degrees Celsius. So assume you doesn't know the exact phase. Determine T saturated at biasanya suppose you need to make interpolation. Berapa?
Nak agak-agak ke boy?
Lebih kurang dulu saya malas nak kira. Lebih kurang berapa tadi?
Lebih kurang 29-30 kata.
Lebih kurang 29 degrees Celsius. Compare with T3. So T3 less than T saturated.
So compress.
Subco-liquid. Sebenarnya panggil subco-liquid. Sama juga macam compress lah. Okay. Okay, now the problem is at the back of your let's say textbook or thermodynamic table. So for R134A, the data for subco-liquid or compressed liquid is not available. Tak ada. Okay, tak ada. So now you make assumption. You need to make assumption. If you look here, if we zoom in, if you redraw the line, state number 3. Okay. The closest condition will be saturated liquid based on temperature. Satu lagi based on pressure, saturated liquid. Okay. So you need to make assumption as saturated liquid because you don't have enough data. So the same procedure that you already make during when we learn about the Rankine cycle and also I think in SG. Okay. So now because if you based on pressure, you will have higher error in terms of calculation. So now in order to obtain H3 by using the assumption, you need to base on the temperature. Okay, so assume as saturated liquid. So you need to refer to the saturated table. Your H3 equal to HF at temperature 26 degrees Celsius, not 0.72 megapascal. You need to refer to the temperature.
Kayaknya kalau tak cukup maklumat tu, memang kita kan assume lah Doktor.
Assume. So the closest phase is saturated liquid.
85.75.
Yep.
Berapa dia?
HF.
HF 26. At temperature.
85.75.
Bukan kena interpolate ke tak ya?
Ada temperature. Tengok kat temperature. Yang tengok pressure kena interpolate.
Tak boleh, jangan tengok pressure because pressure error banyak.
H3.
So kita kena refer temperature kan Doktor?
Temperature, because your assumption, you need to refer to 26 degrees Celsius. Based
So
on your
HF
assumption.
85.75.
Okay. Okay. So settle H3. State number 4, easy. You just use, because throttling process, because throttling process is state number 4. Throttling
Mixture.
H4 equal to H3 equal to the same value 85.75.
Tapi soalan cakap dia ada drop pressure kan doktor?
Drop pressure.
Throttle. Condense and is throttle to 0.15 megapascal.
Tak kisah, tak kisah.
Oh, tak kisah.
Tak kisah. Tak kisah.
85.75. So maklumat dekat dia bagi P4 tu pun saya tak pakai doktor.
Okay. Tak. So we use the information at state number 4 normally when you want to draw DTS diagram, because you want to get the exact for example state number 1 -10. The what called the state must be, if you draw the state number 1, you need to make sure that the point must be higher in term of position compared to DT is saturated for 0.15 megapascal. Okay tak? Okay. So the rest of the question, apa soalan dia?
Heat
Cuba.
Heat transfer, heat removal.
Heat removal baca habis. Heat removal from
the refrigerated
okay,
space.
which means
QH.
From refrigerated space.
QL.
So QL ni question A.
Doktor. Question A.
M dot formula
M dot equal to H1 minus H4.
Okay, dapat.
M dot 0.06.
Berapa?
H1 246 minus H4 is 85.
9.637
kilowatt Okay, got it. Dapat tak?
Dapat.
Okay, apa lagi soalan dia?
And the power input.
Power input.
Sama.
Compressor.
Soalan dia sama saja. Power input W net in
H2A minus H1.
M dot H2A atau H2 lah. Sekarang 2A to S sudah tak ada fungsi lah. H2A minus H1.
286.69 minus
2.4198.
2.41
98.
98
ni. Lagi?
Soalan B.
Oh, ni A
Ni A.
D?
Isentropic efficiency.
Apa? Isentropic efficiency alamak, dia
dua
tulis
S kena cari kan?
betul lah. Sikit lah pula. Okay, sekejap. Tengok ke? Tak tahu. Okay, isentropic efficiency kan. Okay, so untuk ni you cari sini kat rumah ataupun betul tak? So okay. Sekarang ni 2A lah kan. Yang ada missing satu. State
S.
2S. Senangnya ni.
Dah buat yang tadi interpolation.
S equal to S1. Nanti you cari pressure dia sama P2S ni sama dengan P2A. Sama juga dengan apa?
S1
0.8.
0.8 kan?
0.8.
Fasa you dah tahu. Phase you already know. Superheated. Refer to superheated table at 0.8 megapascal. Scan through the value of S2S equal to S1. Interpolate with H column. You akan dapat H2S.
2S.
So P2 dia still sama kan? 0.8.
Apa? Apa?
Pressure sama.
Pressure sama because the location of the point on the same constant pressure line.
Okay. So S2,
Boleh cari sekejap tak? Cari sekejap.
S1.
Dapat, dah buat dah.
Dah buat dah?
Dah buat? Oh,
80.72.
Laju now.
Aku buat tadi.
Kita ambil dalam solution.
Perasan ada isentropic proses.
So dia punya S1 equal to S2. Okay, jap.
Yup. S2S. S1 equal to S2S.
0.9.
For me dekat phase 2 ni ada dua kena cari doktor kan. 2S dengan
2 point.
2E.
Ya, correct.
H2S.
Oh, 0.9.
Kamu kena berlatih You need to train how to determine, how to use the table, how to make interpolation.
9606.
Okay. Although we have the solution in your slide, but still you need to learn how to determine by using the table, interpolation and so on.
Oh,
Boleh buat?
Ya.
Yeah.
Tak tahu betul ke tak saya dapat 280.70.
Okay, lain?
Ya,
280.
Sama.
Okay. 280.72 kilojoule per kg. Betul?
0.72 betul.
Okay, so already done. So already have all the data.
Thermal
Okay.
efficiency. WE.
Okay. So isentropic efficiency of the compressor. So this question, the question asks you the performance of individual compressor that we call isentropic efficiency of the compressor, which means in the in term of symbol is
Efficiency.
mu C lah.
W in A bagi W in S
W in yang paling W in S divide by W in A.
Betul.
So kita tadi yang dekat A tu kita kena buat satu lagi W in kan?
Kamu kira kat sini lah. Okay. Tak payah. For question A, because the question A asks you to determine W in actual.
Okay.
So the formula already correct. M dot multiplied by H2A minus H1. Betul lah? Okay. So now dalam formula, in this formula, you need to include H2S minus H1 divided by yang ni letak A lah kat sini. A. W net in A. Kalau you elaborate the equation, macam ni lah. Berapa?
Sekejap. M dot H2S minus H1.
0.06.
So for example, if you're not sure in terms of the equation, so if you got the efficiency of the compressor more than 100, suppose the equation is you need to reverse the equation. Kalau you dapat more than 100 lah. Kalau you terbalik, suppose you akan dapat more than 100.
Dapat 0.85.
0.85.
0.8520.
So 85.2% in terms of efficiency of that particular compressor. Okay. Apa lagi? C. Ada C.
Chop.
Salah apa lagi?
Oh,
COP eh?
COP.
Ini
COPR.
soalan C eh? Okay, question C. Determine COPR. QL. You already calculate QL dot divided by W in. This one actual lah. W in actual.
Mana?
Divided by W in actual. Not W in S.
COPR equal to QL dot.
So
Sama
H2A. Sorry, H2A. Okay, H2A. H apa tadi?
QL.
H4 minus H1. Kita balik H1 minus H4 kan?
H1 minus H4.
Divided by H2A minus H1.
$2.4198 H1 6.6 minus 66.37.
60.
6.
Berapa ni? 66.
66.37.
Ini semua dapat. Sama?
Yang mana? Term efficiency ke yang atas tu? COPR kan?
COPR.
COPR.
Okay. Betul eh?
Ini kalau darat 100
yang ni in term of ratio. So sama juga dengan 6,637%. Kalau betul lah ni. So this value means for each 1 kilowatt of W in that you supply to the compressor, the evaporator will absorb 6.637 unit of heat. Itu maksud dia. So that the meaning of COP value from this question. Okay, ada soalan tak? Question?
Tak ada.
Yang lain?
Macam mana dapat 66.37 kan?
Tak tahulah kawan kamu kira. Saya salin je.
Misal dapat Misal.
Aku kira balik aku nanti.
246.3 tolak 85.75 bahagi dengan 2.4198.
Double check the value of COPR. Betul?
H1 246. 246.3.
H4 kan 88. H1 sorry.
85.75.
246 point.
Salah ke?
Saya dapat 3.982.
Tapi W in A tu dah ada kan? 2.4198.
W in kan pakai nilai tadi tu kan? 2.418.
H4 sama dengan
2.418 ni kau darab dekat M dot tu
Dia tak payah darab ke?
Tak payah darab M dot sebab kita dah potong.
Jangan darab M dot. So yang ni kau kena kira asing, kira balik.
Kalau you nak darab M dot, semua kena darab M dot. Kalau you darab M dot, semua kena darab M dot. Tapi dia cancel out ni.
Dia cancel out M kan?
Contoh for example, you nak ambil for example, you want to take directly W in A. Because W in A ni you already multiply with M dot. So QL
kena darab juga dengan M dot.
9.6 divided by 2.4.
Dia boleh directly ambil je kan Dr. N?
Boleh ambil direct. Ini saya tunjuk saja formula.
So
ambil direct.
2.4198 tu boleh pakai kan?
Boleh?
Boleh?
Boleh sebab dia darab terus dengan M dot.
Syarat yang QL kau kena darab dengan M dot.
Yang atas pun kena darab dengan M dot.
Tak, yang atas sudah kamu dah kira kan M dot 9.6. 9.637 divided by 2.4198. Terus. Kalau you nak kira individual enthalpy, you need to use the formula without considering M dot pun boleh. Salah ni, saya rasa salah ni.
Ni 3983.
3.983
mungkin logik sikit. Ini logik sikit.
So maksudnya kalau kita nak ambil nilai QL dengan WIN terus, dia kena darab dengan M dot. So kalau tak nak, so kita kena pakai enthalpy punya formula kan?
Ya.
Okay.
Sebab kalau you pakai yang formula saya bagi ni, M dot tu boleh cancel out. Berapa tadi?
3.983.
Anda logik sikit lah.
100, 300. Logik sikit lah.
Because sebab lebih kurang macam tu. 1 unit dapat 3 unit heat absorbed by the evaporator. Okay. Boleh?
Boleh.
Betul.
Tadi bahaya tadi.
Boleh.
Bila yang ni kita sambung minggu depan. So that's mean next week sama juga in term of lecture online juga. Pasal macam ni lah.
Online juga.
Kan hari Khamis cuti. Hari Khamis cuti kan? New Year kan?
Betul.
Ya? Okay dah. Okay. If that no...
Tengok yang atas balik ya.
Yang mana?
Yang tadi COPR tu.
CPR? Okay.
39.83.
Ni lah. Dah?
Sekejap. 1 minit. Okay. 3.983. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Pressure enthalpy diagram probably next week lah.
Uish, macam. Tu je deh.
Apa dia macam?
Dia punya graf tu.
Alah, nanti you kerja jumpa dah ni.
Baca.
Sikit lagi lah. Minggu depan
Boleh.
Suppose minggu ni habis katanya. Salah
Okay, dah.
Okay, last. Any other question? Before I close the session. Cepat.
Ada. Kehadiran pakai yang link sama je.
Nanti saya bagi password lain. Link yang sama, the same link for the attendance but different password. Ini okay? Soalan saya.
Doktor, next week stay online ke macam mana doktor?
Next week kan New Year kan? Mungkin online juga lah hari Khamis. Hari Selasa. Boleh?
Online.
Sampai pukul 6 macam hari ni lah. Pukul 6 tapi 4:30 dah habis. Mana lagak kamu ni? Betul lagak. Okay, boleh. Tak ada soalan No other question? Tak ada, okay. Fill in your attendance by using the same link, password.
No. Oh, ada dash. No. No cry.
No man no cry.
No cry. Bahaya patut.
Doktor memang ada sengkang tu
Doktor minat lagu ni saya rasa.
Doktor yang ada sengkang tu kena letak sekali
Dash sekali
Kena letak dash sekali.
Dah?
Sekejap.
5 minit 5 minit je. 5 minutes. Lepas tu close. After 5 minutes I will close. I will change the password.
Dah.
Das.
Okay. Boleh dismiss. Those already fill in the attendance can dismiss the session. So we will meet next week.
Baik,
online.
Doktor.
Thank you doktor.
Ya, sama.
Thank you, sir.
Sama.
Thank you doktor.
Sama.
Doktor, ada orang tanya. Kita dah habis tanda.
Banyaklah kau. Baru habis. 170 lebih tu. Nak tanda kamu ni.
170?
Saya kena tanda semua untuk semua section.
Oh ya.
Gila.
Mungkin 2 minggu aku ambil.
Faham?
Ingat Dr. Zaid pun tanda ni.
Tak, dia orang tanda final.
Okay, terima kasih doktor.
Terima kasih doktor.
Sama.
Thank you doktor.
Sama.
Thank you doktor.
Terima kasih doktor. Sama.
Thank you doktor.
Sama.
Thank you, doktor.
Sama.
Doktor.
Ya.
Saya tak boleh
Thank you,
submit.
doktor.
Sama. Apa?
Saya tak boleh submit attendance.
Password. Password ni baru ni.
Dah, saya dah buat.
Orang lain boleh? Refresh.
Okey, jap. Okey dah.
Ada dash tak?
Ada.
Try. Dapat.
Okey dah, doktor.
Dapat? Okey.
Masih doktor.
Sama.